Okay. All right, so did a lot today. I got up early. I journaled. I worked out. I ate breakfast. I showered, and I even brushed my teeth. So that's what I would call a success. So to chase that feeling, I'm going to make my next post. Oh, hi Kitty Purry. Wanted to start working out again, but I'm way too self-conscious about how I look now to go to an actual gym. So I found this YouTube channel, Grow with Joe. I'll link it below, but she does walking workouts, which is super low-key and easy to do. So I did half of it because that's all I could commit to. But I did it and I sweat and I'm one step closer to getting healthier. But that's what I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about today, is my struggle with my weight. So I would say that I have an eating disorder. I've had it for a long time. My first thought about weight was when I was 9, and I remember being in the front seat of my mom's car. I was probably too small to be in the front seat, but that was before we did car seats, you know, past when they were a baby. But my mom was driving and I was sitting in the front seat and I looked up and I noticed that the light that says airbag on was on. That was the first time. Whenever I was in the front seat before, it wouldn't come on because I didn't weigh enough. And I remember asking my mom, how much weight does it have to be for the light to come on? And she said 90 pounds. And I remember being so upset about that. Here, I'm sweating. I'm always sweating. But I can still just remember this feeling of shame and disgust with myself that I was 9 years old and I weighed 90 pounds. Like, that sounded like a lot to me. I mean, obviously today, now I understand that's nothing. And if I tried to weigh 90 pounds now, I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't have anything. But that is what I remember being the start to my issues with my weight. My mom was always really concerned with her weight. She actually would weigh herself every single day. Still does, actually. I don't know why I'm saying it in the past tense. She weighs herself every day and writes it down. And if you asked her how much she weighed when she was, I don't know, 13 weeks pregnant with her second child, my sister, she could go into her room, go open the drawer next to her bed, and pull out these papers with just teeny tiny little writing, and she could find the date and it would say exactly what she weighed. And that's what I grew up in. I grew up around my mom always trying new diets, just always talking about weight and food. And after puberty, she would make comments about how I was a chubby kid and you know, how good it is that I lost my baby weight. Or, well, actually, she always talked about my baby pooch that I had. That was my baby fat, you know, when I was like 14. And so I have always thought about my weight, comparing it to others, comparing it to my friends. And it just never got better. I I'm going to insert a photo here of what I would say was like my best weight was when I was in college. I think I was a size 2. I remember being really proud of that. But I still was not satisfied with my body. Like, I worked out a ton in college. I'd run like 3 miles. I'd try new workouts all the time. I was really strict with my eating. And really, after college, I just went through these hills and plateaus of working out every day, an hour a day, counting calories, being super obsessed and super active, and then plateaus where I would just binge eat and would hate my body and would constantly be looking at people on Instagram and how fit they were and writing down workouts and trying for a couple days and then giving up and then hating myself. And when I was like right out of college, after my first year of teaching, I came back home because I couldn't afford to stay in Austin. And I moved in with my parents. And that was probably the worst year of self-esteem issues. My mom took it upon herself to become my fitness trainer. At the time I had gained some weight. I probably gained maybe 15 pounds during college, but I still only weighed like 135. But that was the biggest I'd ever weighed. And so my mom took it upon herself to get me out of bed at 4:30 a.m. and we'd go to the gym. We would work out with weights and the treadmill for 45 minutes to an hour, 6 days a week. And yeah, I got really fit, but I was also so self-conscious being around my mom and anything that was a little tighter fitting, because I didn't want her to comment on my butt being bigger or and she would comment about like how much I was eating. She cooked meals or I helped her cook. And if I got second helpings, there was always a comment. Oh, Lauren, you sure do eat a lot. You really shouldn't eat that much. You sure you want to eat that? Or, snide comments about if I walk in front of the TV, oh, there's a full moon. And it's not that I think she was trying to be hurtful. I think it's just that she was projecting her lack of confidence in her own body on me. Really during the pandemic, when the lockdown first started, that's when I gained the most weight. I've now gained probably 40 pounds. There's sweat there, that's cute. But I'm definitely the most I've ever weighed. I'm about a size 14. I just weighed myself today, and I'll say it, I weigh 177. First time that I saw that I weighed 177, I cried for days. And I even went to my sister and told her how ashamed I was that I had gotten so big. None of my clothes fit. I hate how I look. And these past 6 months, I've been up and down with the working out and the eating right. And I just feel like it's something that I'm going to struggle with forever. And, I'm still not sure if I want to have kids yet. And part of me is worried that if I do have a girl and she gains weight, like we all do, that I'll say something. And, I've been on that side of hearing from your mom, someone that you look up to and you respect and you You just want their acceptance of you and for them to be proud of you, what that feels like, the shame that you feel, especially because it's not something that you can just change. You can't just wake up the next day and be 20 pounds lighter and be a healthy eater and be working out consistently. Like, you know, it's easy to gain the weight in a way, because you don't have to think about it. But in order to be healthy and to be active, it's a constant conscious effort. Just like getting past or getting through my depression. You know, I had to consciously tell myself to get up and to brush my teeth, and I need to eat breakfast today. You know, I need to get out of the house. I need to get out of the bed. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting to be constantly on yourself, like your own drill sergeant telling you, no, you're not going to be sad like this. You got to do something. When you don't want to do anything, you don't even want to exist. And, you know, I find a lot of posts on TikTok of these beautiful women who show how they've lost 55 pounds, 100 pounds. And they show how great they look now. And I obsessively look through that shit. But it just makes me feel terrible. And, you know, I understand that a lot of these videos are meant to inspire people to be healthier. But when you're just seeing them after the fact, after that year of killing themselves, working out constantly and starving themselves, or even if they did it in a healthy way, we're not seeing it until the results. So it's really hard for me to look at this beautiful, skinny, fit, tight woman and see myself being that. Because I look in the mirror and I see how full my face has gotten. And I see how my pants don't fit and I just wear leggings every day. And it's really disheartening. And I don't think that there's enough people showing their current progress. You know, because we're so mean to each other on the internet, I'm sure that a lot of women who decide to make a change in their life, they're too afraid to show themselves during that process, and they wait until they look good to post it. And I just wish that there were more people who looked like me and were sharing their journey so that I could join them on their journey. I don't know. I don't really know what I had planned for this video. It kind of just ended up being a therapy session. I kind of ranted a little bit, but I just want other women, other men out there who are in my place, who have gained a lot of weight in their mid to late 20s, and that are feeling bad about themselves and are seeing these fit, healthy people online. I don't want you to think less of yourself, because that person didn't always look like that, and they didn't always have those healthy habits. You know, we have to make a conscious effort to achieve those goals. And that's one of my goals. My goal is to get healthier. I mean, yes, I want to lose weight, but I just want to feel good. And I don't know, maybe I'll start showing the workouts I do, or share details about what I'm eating or whatever. If you want me to kind of do some stuff focused on my weight loss journey so that you can kind of see me in the process, let me know. Happy to do that. I'm a pretty open person. But yeah, just let me know. Just know that you're not alone, and you're beautiful the way you are. It's okay to want to get healthier. It's good, but don't beat yourself up when you mess up. Don't overdo it. You know, don't starve yourself. Just Take it a day at a time. If you wake up one morning and you don't want to work out, that's okay. You know, we can't be working out 7 days a week. It's not possible. We have lives, we have things we have to do, we have things that come up. So all of this was just to say that if you're also struggling with your body image, that's okay. We all do, no matter how thin and perfect we may look. And I'm on that journey myself. And if you need someone to talk to about it, if you need a cheerleader, feel free to DM me on TikTok. My TikTok is the faux adult. But yeah, or just come say hi. Let's just be nice to each other and take it a day at a time. All right, bye guys.